also. So today our topic is turbocharger, as you can see on the board. Okay, so before starting this turbocharger, so let me define you what is turbocharger. A turbocharger is a mechanical device which is used in order to increase the output of the engine. Okay, let's consider two examples because examples are the best way to understand a new thing. Okay, let's take the example of two engine. The engine number one is having two-cylinder engine and engine number two is having one cylinder. So obviously engine number one, that is which is having two cylinder, will produce more horsepower, something 80 horsepower, assume that, and engine number two which is having only one cylinder will produce only 40 horsepower. So what we will do, we will install a turbocharger with the engine number 2 which is producing only 40 horsepower. Then afterwards, when we install the turbocharger with the engine number 2 which is producing 40 horsepower, after installing, the engine number 2 will produce 80 horsepower. So here we can conclude that with the help of the turbocharger we can increase the output of the engine. So this is the diagram of the turbocharger. Today we will see the function and the components as well as the working of turbocharger. Okay, there are two types of charger in the market which we hear about, that is turbocharger and supercharger. So is there any difference between these both? Yes, there is a difference between turbocharger and supercharger. So what are those differences? See, a turbocharger is a device which works on the exhaust gases. It means the exhaust gases which is emitting from the IC engine. After the exhaust stroke, the exhaust gases emitting from the IC engine, that exhaust gas drive the turbocharger. But in case of supercharger, what happened? In supercharger there is only one compressor which actually driven by the crankshaft. It means in supercharger the compressor consumes the power of the engine. Okay, so let's concentrate on the turbocharger. This is the components. These components are known to you, that is, this is the IC cylinder, this shaded portion is called piston, connecting rod, then crank, this is exit valve, outlet valve, this is inlet valve, then this is fuel injector system. So here you can see I have used the fuel injector system. Why? Because turbocharger is mainly used where the fuel injecting system is there. For example, in diesel engine we use fuel injector system. Why? Because in petrol engine we use carburetor. In carburetor what happened, there is already contained the mixture of air and fuel, that is called charge. So there turbocharger is not possible. That is why we use turbocharger where fuel injector system is there. Okay, so what turbocharger do? See, here is this IC engine cylinder. Assume this is the volume of the cylinder. So at the time of delivery of air, we can only deliver the volume of air which is equal to the volume of the cylinder. Okay, but if we compress that air, then we can add more air. If we add more air, more number of fuel molecule will be added. If there is more number of fuel molecule would be added, then power stroke will be happen and more power will be produced. So, okay, so let's start the function and the component. This is IC engine, piston, fuel injecting, exit valve or outlet valve, inlet valve, connecting rod, crankshaft. This is intercooler, this is compressor, this is turbine. Okay, so one by one we will do. See, what is inlet valve? The function of the inlet valve is to collect the air. Exit valve, where the exhaust valve will be given out in the atmosphere. Okay, so initially what happened, when your engine is taking the air from the atmosphere, what happened, the air get inside and collected over here. At that time what happened, the piston will do compression stroke, suction stroke, whatever its stroke may be. Compression stroke will happen and it will compress the air. Then through fuel injecting system, the fuel will be given in the air, compressed air. At that time what happened, power stroke will be happen and power is generated. After generating the power, the exhaust gas is produced. What happened, that exhaust gas which contains 30% of heat, the exhaust gases which is produced over here after the power stroke, it contains 30% of heat which is going through over here. Okay, the exhaust gas is going through over here and it strikes over the blades of the turbine wheel. The exhaust gases which is produced over here contains 30% of heat which will move from here to here and strikes over the blade of the turbine wheels. After striking over the blade of the turbine wheels got to rotate. As the turbine wheels rotate, the compressor is also rotated. Why? Because both compressor and turbine are rotated on the same shaft. Okay. After striking on the blades of the turbine, the exhaust gas is removed from here into the atmosphere. As the compressor is rotating, because the turbine is rotating, because both are mounted on the same shaft, as the compressor is rotating, it sucks the atmospheric air and compresses it to the high pressure. Are you getting me? The exhaust gas is producing, it gets strike on the turbine rotates, the exhaust gas move from behind in the atmosphere, turbine rotates, compressor rotates, because both are mounted on same shaft. Compressor, after rotating, sucked the atmospheric air from here and then compress it to the high pressure. As it is compressed it to the high pressure, it transfer to the intercooler. At intercooler, what happened? The pressure of the compressed air remain constant. Before and after, the pressure of the air remain constant, but the temperature of air becomes reduced. For example, here the pressure is P1, P2, and again here pressure is P2. Then after the intercooler process, the pressure will be same like constant. We can say P1, P2, P2 and P2. But in temperature, what happened? T1, T2, T2 and T3. It means in intercooler, what happened? The compressed air pressure remain constant but temperature decreases. Okay, then the high pressure compressed air comes into the cylinder and then what happened, as I told you, if the volume of the cylinder is this much, it means we can only deliver the volume of air equal to the volume of cylinder. But if we compress the air, then we can supply more air. If we supply more air, then we can inject more fuel. If we inject more fuel, more power will be produced. Okay, simple. What happened here? Air is coming, after fuel is injecting, compression stroke happen, power stroke happen, then exhaust stroke produced, which is strike on the blades of the turbine rotates, exhaust gas removed from here, turbine rotates, compressor rotates, because both are connected on same shaft, compressor rotates, this is centrifugal compressor, rotate, atmospheric air suck, compress it to the high pressure temperature. After the intercooling, pressure remain constant but temperature changes, then it moves into the IV, that is inlet power. Okay, so this was the turbocharger. It was very easy to explain and also diagram was very easy. So thank you so much for watching my video and keep sharing my video, and if you also like my video, then subscribe my channel also. Thank you so much.